right, so here's your #1 featherweight contender. He got through a murderer's row to set up this shot at the title, and he knows this may not come around again. He's trying to make the most of it here tonight and head back home, the newly minted UFC featherweight champion of the world.
The winning streaks that you have to have in order to get a featherweight championship opportunity is so great that when you get here, you have to make sure you're ready. This young man is ready. He's prepared mentally. He's prepared physically to go out there and try to become a champion. He told us time and time again, I'm the next Max Holloway. Let's see if he can get it done.
It is so hard to get to this spot at 45, 55, 70. He has done it. Now the question beckons, is he good enough to dethrone the champ? All right, so here he is, the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. It's a title he always thought he would have. He just needed the opportunity, and you all saw what he did in outclassing the all-time great Max Holloway. Alexander Volkanovski is the total package. We make a lot about his rugby league career, and at one point, he was a 214-pound athlete who was an absolute marauder, but now at his felt 145 pounds, he truly has every skill befitting a long-reigning champion. This division has a bunch of killers in it, and right now they're all chasing the Volk man, Alexander Volkanovski. Our tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Diego Lopes! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely have to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. From International Fight Week to championship fights all across the board, you come to T-Mobile. Lands a nice leg kick. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it. My favorite shot in the game, another leg kick.
All right, so we will see early on how the Volk man chooses to proceed, and no surprise to see Volkanovski go to the leg kick early.
I mean, we have seen this constantly with Alexander Volkanovski, especially in the first Max Holloway fight. He won the fight behind the leg kicks. He is so smart inside of the octagon that he will throw these leg kicks, not hard, but they draw something out of you, and then he starts to attack you with things that have more force. This guy's tremendous, and that is why he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them full guard.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Making all these shots count.
That was nice.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Final seconds.
Good work, guys.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle the striking. Listen to me. You're going to learn that right hand. Just keep.
All right, a lot of high-level highlights from that last round. DC, take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, nice jab by Volkanovski. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking group.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defense.
Right kick is there again for Alexander Volkanovski, DC.
Those leg kicks, he's so good at registering where his opponent's going to be. So he's throwing leg kicks to build a read. Right now he lands another one. And as we expect, Alexander Volkanovski is once again ahead in the fight.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Now we're going.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate after exiting the clinch.
That was snuffed in. Nice strike.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Man, his jab is good. There it is. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Misses with the left hook. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting.
Oh! He's in a lot of trouble now. Oh, just opening up on him now. Sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Oh! And he comes through with a big knee.
Oh, nice leg kick.
Oh! The jab followed by the right hand. Volkanovski's limping heavily now. May want to raise a knee and try to check one of those kicks. I'm just not sure that his leg is going to hold up much longer as this fight continues.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt. It's a right hand. Good jab there by the champion.
30 seconds to go here. And a nice straight there by Volkanovski. Well, the calf kick has effectively changed the game, and I'm not sure he's over the top. This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Excellent work. That's what I'm talking about. Everything's landing. Everything's working. Just like in training. All right? You just gotta keep the pace. You can't stop.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Man, look at the redness now almost immediately on the right side of his body. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Volkanovski. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating, you need to be framing, you need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Beautiful work. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Exactly. Just like that. Just like that last round. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep with that footwork. That footwork is just good.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship fights?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, shit to go. You tell yourself you can do anything in 10 minutes.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. With that elbow again. Volkanovski's in half guard. Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler. This is the most dominant position.
Ooh, heel hook attempt now, and it looks locked in. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. How about that? Avoids the submission and pops right back up. Swing and a miss. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Gotta be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this fight. Thunderous leg kick rounds his opponent, lifting a little bit, trying to stay upright. But, man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have. Now he's going full mount.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Good, solid strike on the ground. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. 20 minutes in the books.
Relaxa, respira. Tá muito bom esse round, okay? You did really well the last round. Let's get this last round in now, okay? You just gotta be patient.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Oh, he lands another crushing kick to his opponent's leg. He escaped, committed with that weapon, and this might be over soon.
Yeah, he is not kicking to the leg. He's kicking through the leg, and you see he's got to start throwing down.
Oh, look at that. He leapt up and landed the diving punch to the head. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
All right, full guard now, DC.
Yes, full guard, watch for the top fighter to do the posture or look to pass right away.
Oh, he's got his back. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Strong reversal there.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Volkanovski. so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground.
Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable. Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground. Oh my God, he's hurt. He's hurt.
1 minute to go in the fight. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to... Oh, Lord have mercy. Lands another kick to his opponent.
Johnny hurt bad. He's hurting really, really bad now.
All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-45. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
All right, well, his future, of course, is